Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Asagao Academy. So, a few things to clear up before I head back into the game. Sorry it's been so long since the last episode I uploaded. There was a pretty sizable gap between when I recorded this episode and when I'm recording this now. It's been about like 6 days or a week. But I've finally found the time to start recording again, so I'm going to try to record several episodes today and get it out to you guys pretty quick. Also, I want to apologize that the webcam was kind of blocking the text in the previous episode. I won't let that happen again. I've got it moved up to the corner of the screen now, as you can see, so that should prevent any important things being covered up. And one other small thing, I accidentally skipped a little bit of text. I literally just accidentally clicked once while setting up the recording. All you really missed was me walking up towards the counter, and that's pretty much it. But, yeah, you didn't miss much, and there's still lots to explore. So let's continue on with this game. Alright. A recognizably green and gray jacket was bent behind the counter. Normal boots. I briefly considered running away.
Hey.
Can I help you? Okay. You know what? I don't really know Snatch's voice that well. I'm just gonna go with deeper, I guess. Can I help you? Too late. Yeah, the school forgot to give me one of my textbooks. I was told I could get it here. Which one is it? The History 309 textbook. He stepped from behind the counter and motioned me to follow. We dodged between the aisles in a comfortable silence. He seemed friendly enough. I should say something. What was his name again? Shane? Gerard? John? Jamal? No, not John or Jamal.
Satch.
Satch! That's the name. Huh? Oh, you work here? Ugh, of course he worked here. He chuckled, dimples appearing on his cheeks. Ooh, I bet this girl loves them dimples. Yeah, I'm the librarian's assistant. This is my second year, and I love it. I get to help people find books that speak to them. His eyes twinkled like a kid's on Christmas. Isn't that lovely? Your book's right down here. He stopped at a row of thick, dusty books. Was this all history? And pulled out the book with the powder-wigged man I saw earlier. Thanks. He waved his hand. It was nothing. Do you need help with anything else? I could think of a few things. I wanted to make a good impression on the Normal Boots Club, but I couldn't come up with anything. No. Thanks, though.
Copacetic.
Copacetic. Copacetic? Copacetic? I've heard that word before. I think he's trying to, show his superiority with his vast intellect. I don't like it. I'm the type of girl who gets impressed with the simpleness in the guy, so I'm a bit turned off right now. Anyways, you're welcome. As we headed back to the cavernous library, my unease melted away. We weren't talking, but just being near him felt like being wrapped in a soft blanket. I resisted the urge to snuggle up to him. Aww. We neared the front desk, stepping around a clump of studying students. As we passed, one of them shifted. Ah! What was this? Something white flew past my face. A thick piece of triangular paper lay at my feet. I bent over and picked it up. It was surprisingly heavy. Oh shoot. I didn't realize my mic was out, but it seemed like it recorded me just fine, so, well, and my test recordings. Shoot, I really hope that didn't mess this recording up. I'd be very bummed if it did, but oh well, let's continue. Let's go on. It was surprisingly heavy. There was a quarter inside of it. Somebody trying to assassinate me? If it was just a hair slower, it would have hit me in the face. Also, I like this music. Yeah, boy! Pretty lit. Oh no, he's just getting bullied. The student snickered, and I recognized the boys that made fun of my hair this morning among them. Uh-oh. My heart dropped. I scanned for my memory for anything I might have done to offend them, but I came up with nothing. You don't need to search your memory, Hana. Just some guys are pricks. As someone who has dealt with pricks before, I know how you feel. My hand started to shake. I hid it behind my back, trying to think of some way to defend myself. Why did you do that? What do you mean? We were just messing around. Are you suggesting we did it on purpose? I faltered. There was nothing I could say. I was outnumbered. They would twist my words around, no matter how straightforward I was. No, sorry. One of the boys held his hand out for the paper. I inched closer to give it to him, angry at myself for being so compliant. Yeah, if this was like actually me, I would be taking a bit more of a stand, to be honest. I wished I were. A gentle warmth closed over my hand and took the paper from me. Oh yeah, Satch here to save the day, home dogs. Satch examined the paper closely. I see what the problem is. Your aim would be better if you cut the corners before you folded it. He placed the paper on the table. The boy looked at him in sheer awe. Be careful though, you almost hit her, and that would have been awful. My hands began to sweat as panic shifted through me, afraid of the response. But, geez, we're sorry. We'll be careful next time. Yeah, it was just an accident. They apologized? Thanks, I appreciate it. He gave them a wide smile and continued off down the aisles. I followed closely behind, my legs weak. Don't tell me they stopped because of him, simply because it was him. I wanted to thank him, but my heart was pounding so hard I knew my voice would shake. We reached the front counter and he scanned the history book. My lips trembled as I willed myself to say something, anything to thank him. He tilted his head to the side. What books do you like to read? Fiction? He chuckled. I just finished a good book. I think it'd be right up your alley if you don't mind me saying so. He reached under the counter, pulled out a thick green book, and passed it to me. A man in black stood on the front, hugging a woman in royal robes. It's long, but it's one of my favorites. The Princess Betrothed. I know things can be tough transferring to a new school. If you're ever worried, just read this. It'll transport you to 100 miles away in a second. Tears stung my eyes, so I ducked my head. Aw, this is so sweet. I like Satch. Man, I kind of feel bad. I remember, like, he's, like, the one hardcore guest I always roasted just because, like, he had such a small presence in that season, but I don't know. He's kind of cool here. I should check out his channel, see who he really is as a person.
Satch.
Thank you, Satch. Oh, come on, don't cry. That'll be awkward. Don't ruin my image. For more than just the books. You're welcome. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think I got your name.
My name is Hana Mizuno.
My name is Hana Mizuno. I'm a transfer student.
Hana.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Hana. Let me know how you like the book. I will. That couldn't have gone better. Not only was Satch impossibly kind, but being around him felt easy, refreshing. Like being doused in the midst of a waterfall. Oh gosh, what was I thinking? My cheeks hot, I left the library, 2 surprisingly heavy books under one arm. I settled into bed, eager to get started with my new reading material. But May was sitting at her desk, carving a pencil idly into the pages of a notebook. Every few minutes, she released a long, drawn-out sigh as the lead of her pencil whined against the paper. I lowered my book and took the bait. Is something wrong, May? She let out another dreary sigh. I hope Jared notices me this year. Does Jared know you like him? May whirled around in feigned shock.
What?
I don't like Jared! Oh. I closed my book and set it aside, deciding to play along. Oh yeah, I know what this game this girl is playing. I know. Well, have you at least tried talking to him? No, I mean, I have before. Why don't you try again? She bobbed her head from side to side, considering this like it never crossed her mind before. Yeah, maybe I could do that. Satisfied, I picked my book back up. Have you ever had a boyfriend, Hana? Ooh, asking the tough questions. Well, I just met this cute guy in the library today.
What?
What? Me? No, never. Story of my life.
Really?
I mean, except I'm straight, so I never had a girlfriend. Anyways, really? Never? Never. I bet you a lot of money. Is that like Japanese? I have no idea. Well, I guess it is in Japan, but this is racist to me as an American, not even appealing to my monetary needs. I bet you $1 million that you met a totally cute boy here and fall in love. Wait, I kind of butchered that. But anyways, I bet you $1 million that you meet a totally cute boy here and fall in love by the end of the school year. You're crazy. I buried my face back in my book, barring May from any further discussion. Fall in love by the end of the year? Me? If I were a betting kind of girl, I'd take that bet. I woke the next morning with what felt like a lizard in my throat. Oh, that sounds kind of painful. May was already up, shuffling through a school bag with an enigmatic grin. The first day of school. Oh boy.
Hana!
Hana, are you finally awake? Her voice sliced through the air like a knife, and I winced. She was definitely a morning person. It's time for the first day of school. Aren't you excited? I can't wait to see what's going to happen. What do you mean? Is something special happening today? Something strange always happens on the first day of school, especially to someone like you. What are you implying there, sister? She winked.
What?
Someone like me?
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean. She smiled and started messing with a pile of papers on her desk. Shaking my head, I got out of bed and pulled my uniform out of my closet. My palms sweat as I held the golden vest and blue jacket. Was it really possible for things to be different here than they were at home? What if the problem wasn't actually the school? I shook the thoughts out of my head and changed into my uniform. Oh! What is it?
Aww.
You look so cute.
Really?
Really? Heat crept up my neck.
Yeah!
Yeah, completely. Your hair matches your uniform so well. You look like a flower blooming straight out of the ground. Thank you. You know, I did notice, Hana is like wearing this like, blazer, I think, but May doesn't seem to have it. That's kind of interesting. I wonder if there's a reason for that. Water stung the back of my eyes. Girl, you like start crying at like the smallest compliment. Jeez. I just want to make clear, this is not me in real life. Like, if somebody gives me a compliment, I just assume they're being sarcastic. Water stung the back of my eyes, and I turned to start packing my backpack. Why was I getting worked up about something as little as this? Yeah, Hana, explain yourself. I must have gotten less sleep than I thought. Is something wrong? No, nothing's wrong. I'm just happy. How dumb was that? I started crying at the first sign of someone being nice to me? So I had a tough life. I took a deep breath to steady my nerves. Sorry, adjusting my watch. I'm using it to like keep track of my recording time. What an oddly menacing thud. Ooh, wait, what's happening? All the air left my lungs is something like horse hooves slammed against my back. Erk! What on earth? You'll do. Oh, I see. She gave her the old back clap. You'll do just fine. Don't worry. This is going to be awesome. I stiffly peered over my shoulder. That was you?
What?
Huh? Wait, wasn't it a back clap? Oh, it was. Okay. May stood behind me, her hand raised. Somehow she had the strength of a bodybuilder. Oh, nothing. I was just about to zip my bag up when I spotted the book Satch gave me lying on my nightstand. The Princess Betrothed. He said that if I ever needed to be transported somewhere far away, I could take it with me. It was pretty good so far. Maybe it would be smart to bring it along, just in case I had no one to talk to between class periods. Would I need it for my first day of class? Oh. Well, I think this is a no-brainer. I think we should take it. I put it into my already overfull bag, biting my lip. It never hurt to be prepared, right? You know, that seems like such a small decision to make, but I wonder if, like, just that one little choice will have an effect on the rest of the game. I guess we'll see. We'll see if it plays an important role later on. You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go! Heh, stick with me and you'll be fine. May opened the door and together we stepped into the hallway, merging into a steady flow of chittering girls and fruit-flavored perfume. Oh, it's Mimi! Ugh, that stupid whammon. Oh my, May. I didn't know we lived on the same floor. I think her voice changes every single time I first see her. No way, really? That's so awesome! Now we'll be able to catch up. Whatever happened between you and... The river of girls shifted as we headed down the stairs. Suddenly, I found myself surrounded by a bunch of people I didn't know.
What a jerk.
Oh wow, what a jerk he turned out to be. May's exclamation faded into the buzz of voices in the air. Oh no. What would I do if we got separated? Anxiously, I searched the crowd of girls for May, but I couldn't find her. Everyone was dressed in the same Asagao uniform. It was difficult to tell anyone apart, and being so short really didn't help the situation. As we turned the last corner down the stairwell, I saw a flash of red hair a little ways in front of me. May? I reached between two girls and tapped her on the shoulder. Huh? Oh, who are you? The girl's eyes flashed, almost like a jolt of electricity shot through them. I'm sorry, I thought you were someone else. She said nothing and turned away. Before I knew it, I stood outside of Primrose House, watching the flow of girls disperse across campus. May was nowhere to be seen. I couldn't even hear her chirpy voice. Oh man. I took a deep breath, biting my lip. This wasn't a big deal. I could get to class alone. But I didn't even know where the building was. Oh no. I reached into my backpack and dragged out my class schedule. Homeroom 206 Poppy Hall? Which one was Poppy Hall again? Weren't the classrooms on the other side of campus? I picked a direction and began to walk, trying to ignore my rising panic at the thought of arriving late for the first aid class. Yeah, that'd be pretty awkward. As a third year, where no one knew me, all the people staring.
Hey!
Hey, wait, who are you okay? You look a little lost. Ooh, we about to meet another Normal Boots member? Someone called out to me, and I turned around, almost jumping for joy. When I froze. Oh, it's JonTron and Jack, or Jax. I forgot what his parent was called. A Normal Boots jacket. He was part of the Normal Boots Club. I could practically feel my tongue swelling in my mouth. If this was a Normal Boots Club member, I had to make a good impression. Man, she really want in. Wouldn't you say? He was one of the founders, right? Then he must be JonTron. Yes. I'm new. I don't know where Poppy Hall is. You freshman? Okay, I gotta get my JonTron voice on fleek. Which I don't think I can do. I'll try my best though. You a freshman? No problem. My class is in Poppy Hall, so I'll walk with you there.
Really?
Really? That would be wonderful. Thank you. Was this really happening? He began walking towards a large brick building in an enthusiastic manner, pumping his arms up and down like he was in some kind of show tune. I fell into step beside him. I didn't notice it when Maid pointed out to me yesterday, but JonTron had big brown eyes and a warm-looking face. He was basically a human puppy. Ooh. I glanced at him right out of the corner of my eye. Ape! Whoa, come on, it's just a bird. Don't be racist. A bird! A bird on his shoulder! Birds always made me uncomfortable. Something about the ease with which they could poke out someone's eye. Yeah, ever since Grandpa died, I've had a fear. Oh, is something wrong? Why'd you stop? Oh, no, nothing's wrong. He followed my gaze to the bird on his shoulder.
Hey!
Oh, this is Jax. Isn't he cute? Okay, that was a bad accent. Nice to meet you. It spoke? Yeah. He put his hand to his shoulder. Jake's jumped into his palm. I think that's how you pronounce it, Jake's. Jake's is a robot bird. See? Hello. Jake's eyes gleamed a dangerous red when he spoke, but nothing else suggested he wasn't a normal bird. In fact, if I hadn't known better, I would have said the red in his eyes was painted on. That's amazing. Jake's twisted his head to the side, examining me in return. The more he looked at me, the less afraid I was. That's good. What are you looking at?
What?
What? Nothing. I'm sorry. Oh yeah. Jake's gonna be a little sassy. Who are you calling sassy? I'm not the sassy one. I don't forget to feed you. Jake's, that was one time, man. I was alone and starving in the frozen tundra of this empty world, loveless, afraid. Ignore him. I've been bringing him with me to drama club, and he's taking a little too far. He's taking a little too well for it. Whatever. I see how this is. Shut me out like I have nothing to add to the conversation. Jake's retook his place on John's shoulder, this time facing away from us as if miffed. We resumed our walk towards Poppy Hall. I'm JonTron, by the way. Call me John. Hana, nice to meet you.
Hana?
Hana? That's a cute name. What? Thank you. So, how long have you had Jake's? Since middle school. We've been together for 4 years now. Ain't that right? I'm not listening. Yeah, well. I love him to death. I don't know what I'd do without him. It seemed like life would be a lot easier without him, but who was I to say? We arrived at the brick building. A white sign surrounded by poppies declared to be, unsurprisingly, Poppy Hall. Oh, which room are you in? Room 206.
Really?
Seriously? Yes. That's my homeroom. We're in the same class. John laughed and clapped me on the shoulder. I really wish I had like a good ventriloquist voice where I could just mimic other YouTubers. But oh well, that's not where my gifts lie. I just wish it did. That'd make this Let's Play a lot cooler in my opinion. Wonderful. I guess I'll be seeing more of you then, right?
Yeah.
Right. Together we entered Poppy Hall. Poppy Hall was lined with fluorescent lights and Asagao blue lockers. The lack of students milling around in the hallway indicated we were a bit late. Uh-oh. We ran up to the stairs and made it into the classroom just as the bell rang. My heart caught in my throat. Thankfully, the teacher hadn't come yet. Instead, students clumped into tight pods and milled around the classroom, catching up on vacation news.
John.
Thank you so much for showing me to class, John.
See you later.
No problem. I'll see you around. He waved and disappeared into the wrangling mass of students. I glanced around the room, looking for an empty seat.
Hannah.
Hannah! May peeled herself out from between a cuddling couple. Was that Jontron? Were you just talking to Jontron? And Jakes? Don't forget him? Yeah. May's eyes widened, and I couldn't help feeling a little smug. I realized I didn't know the way to class after you and I got separated, and he offered to walk me. Ah! May emitted a high-pressured squeal. Jontron walked you to class? Oh my gosh! You have to tell everyone! She grabbed me by the wrist and pulled me to an empty desk in the back corner of the room, right next to the window. I saved you a seat. I slid in and took out my backpack, holding it on the side of my desk. I was a little bit worried of the books inside are too heavy for the bag to handle, but so far it held up well. So sorry I got separated, by the way. It can get a little chaotic sometimes. So tell me, what happened? What did he say? What did he smell like? Does he have peach fuzz? Is it rough? Wait, what? These are very important questions I'm asking. You need to answer them. Was his hair super silky, or did it have the roughness of a dog's coat? Also, I just realized I should probably be turning off my heater while I'm recording to reduce background noise. Sorry about that. Before I could answer, the door to the front of the room slid open, and a tall woman strolled in. Uh-oh. The class went quiet and obediently slid into their seats. My heart beat furiously, blood rushing through my ears.
Class?
Good morning, class. The teacher's melodious voice swam through the room, calming the buzzing hive of students back from break. My shoulders relaxed, and my fear ebbed away. I am your teacher, Shizuka Wakahisa. You may call me Miss Shizuka. The emphasis she placed on the word led me to believe that calling her Mrs. wasn't a mistake she would take lightly. Some of you might have noticed that we have a new student this semester. Uh-oh. I think that might be me. A hail of murmurs passed through the class. Some people glanced at me. Nope. There was the fear again. Would you like to come up and introduce yourself, unnamed new student? I nodded, stood, and slowly walked to the front of the room, counting my steps to make sure I wouldn't fall. I faced the class, took a deep breath to introduce myself, and noticed a familiar face in the crowd. There was John, sitting with two other boys wearing normal boots jackets. Oh, shoot, Shane and PBG. Dang, son. Oh, so many hot boys. I'm not going to be able to introduce myself. Ugh. One of the boys, the tallest one, was staring at me, the barest of frowns on his face. I think that's PBG. Yeah, I know, like, PBG is pretty tall in real life. He's, like, 6'2", which is really funny because, like, I think Mick Jones is actually pretty short. Something about him seemed really familiar. Wait. He was PBG, wasn't he? Nailed it. The other founder of the Normal Boots Club? Suddenly, all the strength left my knees. Uh-oh. What should I do? Why was he frowning? Was it possible I already made a bad impression on him? You had to be kidding me. He didn't like me. If he didn't like me, what did that mean about everyone else? Wouldn't they follow his lead? I swallowed. The faces of the class began to congeal, forming one giant blob. You moved from Amaririsu, right? I nodded and swallowed again. Then, like a beacon of light, I noticed May smiling. It gave me a thumbs up. That's right. What would May do in this situation?
Yes, I
yes.
just moved
Oh,
here.
okay.
My name is Hana
Okay.
Mizuno. I transferred from Amaririsu Public High School. I'm really excited to be here. I hope you'll all take good care of me from now on.
Wait. Okay. Okay, it was good so far, but that last sentence felt a bit weird. Bowed my head to the class and I clapped politely. No, that was like awkward. Like asking people to take care of you nicely. Oh man, I don't know. That seems weird to me. When I looked up, PBG wasn't frowning, but he still seemed oddly confused. Maybe he always looked like that. Maybe. Thank you. You may be seated, Hana. I returned to my seat, heaving a small sigh. The hardest part of the day was over. Shizuka began to talk about standard procedure for the semester, the rules for classes, when homework was due, and that sort of thing. It was all very similar to my old school, and I spaced out in spite of myself. A brief flicker of movement caught my eye. PBG again. I glanced at him, and his head snapped back to the blackboard. Ooh, I think PBG has a hots for us. Ooh. I should have done my hair a bit more this morning. What was his problem? Class continued on like that until finally the bell rang and it was time for lunch. Me too, May. May stretched her arms over her head and yawned. Man, I hate the first day of class. It's always so boring. I think the first day of class would actually be more exciting than like most of the other days. Weren't you looking forward to it this morning? Something about exciting things happening? Well, yeah, but it already did. You met Jontron, didn't you? Now I've got nothing left to look forward to. She sighed. And I was hoping to see Jared before class too. She slouched and fell across the front of my desk. It seemed like this would be happening a lot. Is Jared really that hot? May's head snapped back up, her eyes flashing. What did you say? If you stare directly at him for too long, your nose will melt off. I've seen it happen.
What?
What? Anyways, let's head to lunch. I'm like super hungry. Oh, I looked at my backpack. It held up well throughout class, but I worried that if I didn't take some of my stuff out now, it might do some permanent damage to it. Well, you should have had your backpack like ready before class started. Now you're just gonna embarrass yourself when it like breaks all over and like somebody trips on your stuff and like cracks your skull open and you have to go to juvie. Especially with Satch's book in there. Oh no. Am I gonna make a scene just because I brought Satch's book? Oh crap. This could be bad. I couldn't exactly afford a new backpack. I need to put something in my locker first.
Oh, no.
But if we don't go now, they'll run out of sesame seed buns. Oh. That's okay. I'll just go on ahead. Come find me, okay? Alright. I gotta differentiate the voices a bit more. I was so lucky to have someone like her as my roommate. Quick as I could, I went to my locker and shoved the book inside. As good as the book as it was, I was infinitely happier that I had May around so I didn't have to read it. Without her, who knew what I would do with myself? Especially with PBG staring at me like that. A creep. Maybe I could ask her what was up with him when I met her at the cafeteria? It might just be the way he was. Cheered, I headed for the cafeteria. I carried my melon bread through the minefield of people, searching for the now familiar sight of May's red hair. What's melon bread? I've never heard of that. That's new to me. Where is she? I couldn't see her anywhere, and there were almost no empty seats. All around me, students circled each other, laughing and joking, sharing bites of food and splitting the cost for sodas. Well, isn't that lovely? Suddenly, I felt very obvious and very alone. Isn't there somewhere I can just sit? Just then, I spotted a table at the front of the room. A lone boy sat at it, stabbing his spaghetti with the vigor of a Roman general. He's having a hard time with it. Wait a minute, this isn't normal roots. That's something block club. Is that like the thing Jefferson? I don't know. I've never seen this guy before. I moved closer to him, working up the courage to ask to sit with him. Well, no wonder he was eating a spaghetti with. I'm sorry. That's funny to me. That's funny. I mean, he's an idiot, but he's a funny idiot. I like him already. What's this guy's name? Let's get his phone number. Wait a second. This guy was in my class, wasn't he? I saw him that morning at the front of the room. And he was wearing a jacket just like the Norwoo's clubs, but different. A gold and gray jacket with an 8-bit block on the front. Was he a member of another club? Maybe he was friends with them?
Hey!
Hey! What?
Hana!
Hana! Oh, May! May appeared between me and the boy, who glanced up at us before returning to his spaghetti. Good luck with that, dude. Thank goodness I found you. I saved a table for you in the back. Oh. I looked at the boy and then back at May. Come on. She grabbed my shoulder and rather forcefully pushed me to the back of the room. I don't know, I kind of feel bad for the boy now. I wanna help him out with the spaghetti. Hey, what's wrong?
Well...
You are so lucky I got here when I did. Oh, it's brutal. It's brutal. The earrings. That should have given it away because I know Normal Boots. Not Normal Boots. Brutal Moose wears earrings. I should have known. Man, I'm sad at myself. That kid is Brutal Moose. His real name is Ian. He's from the Hidden Block Club. The Hidden Block Club? Yeah, the rival club of Normal Boots. He's really weird. Yeah, I noticed. I mean, she looked around her to make sure no one else was listening in, but we were completely alone in our little corner of the cafeteria. He speaks in Comic Sans? The frick? What? Yeah. It'd be better to stay away from him, especially since you've already gotten to know some of the Normal Boots guys. What are you talking about? I only just met John today.
Uh-huh.
Hana, yeah, right. I saw the way PBG was staring at you. He totally likes you.
Really?
Really? Is that what you thought it was? Either May was blind, or she had a serious case of wishful thinking. Oh, totally. It was so cute. Just like my favorite manga. You meet in high school, fall in love, and then go off and fight aliens together. What manga are you reading? I don't think that's going to happen. Have some faith in yourself. That's totally what's happening. So, now that you're in good with PBG, can you introduce me to Jared, please? Oh. Was that what she was getting at? A hot flash of doubt seized me. Was it possible that May only liked me because she thought I knew the Normal Boots guys? That couldn't be the case, though. She was so nice. Still, looking at her shining and eager face, I couldn't talk myself out of the idea. I actually thought PBG didn't like me.
What?
What? Why would you think that?
Well...
He was glaring at me. Man, you just don't understand. It's a love triangle. A love triangle! Wait, a triangle now? I can see it. Stars practically erupted from her eyes. PBG, I can't. But, Hana, I love you. What? But
PBG.
my maiden, what are you talking about? Where are you going with this? She's in the drama class because she's acting really weird. I slammed my fork onto the table. May looked pleased with herself. Okay, I'm just kidding. You're really cute when you blush. You almost match your hair. Yeah, Hannah, you should probably like get your hair dyed like, I don't know, brown or something. That's not fair at all. I beg to differ. Still, I searched my mind, eager to change the subject. That was an impressive scenario.
What?
What? No, it wasn't. I just made it up on the spot. May laughed nervously. Oh, so that girl who was talking to me when we got separated. May told the story of her past friendship with the girl like they were eternal arch nemesis. Apparently, they had some bad blood. Ooh, bad blood. Oh, bad blood, you say? I like bad blood. I know Taylor Swift wrote a kind of a cringy song on it, but I'm interested. But it also appears that I've been recording for a decent amount of time. So I think it's a good place to end the episode. So I'm just gonna, I think I'm gonna record more, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and save here just in case. All right, so that was the second episode in my Let's Play of Asagao Academy. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to comment down below what you think of it so far. Tell me how I can improve, because I want to make sure that I'm not like getting too jokey or like, you know, inserting my own comments too much, but I just want to hear from you guys, you know, what type of approach would you like me to take when you know, playing this game. And be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed, or a dislike if you didn't. Either way, I don't care too much, just as long as you leave something. Be sure to subscribe. That's the most important thing. I need it to boost my ego and so that I can make it big on YouTube one day. So it'd be nice if you could do that. Literally, it just takes like a little click of the subscribe button and of the like button to get those two things done. It takes like 5 seconds and it makes my day. So yeah, enough of that. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.